Hey guys, what up, what up? This is Rune Rifter here, and today we are going to be doing a different hike here. So this is also in Big Bear, around Big Bear Lake. And this one's going to be called Pine Knot Trail. If we could just like find it. Oh, it says you're here in Aspen Glen. Yeah, Pine Knot. There we go. It's like around here. Pine Knot. And there you go. It has like the view up there, Grand View Point. And then there's another one called, where was it? I'm not sure if it just says it here. It's Cabin 89. I don't know. But yeah, we know we know where the Pine Knot Trail is at least. So we're going to be getting right into it pretty much. And this is going to be the highlights. We have like a campground kind of thing here, I think. I'm not sure if you can camp right in here, but I mean, probably, because look at all the little grills and lunch benches. You have a little restroom right there. Signs saying, you know, oh, no overnight camping. Oh, well, there you go. So this would be a perfect place to camp because of all the resources, but frick you can't do it here. Yeah, no camping where you would normally camp. Sorry. Fire restrictions, no campfires. Well, I mean, why would you? You can't camp here. Like what? But yeah, we're going to be doing the Pine Knot Trail, and here we go. Okay, guys, so the trail is just up ahead, and we're going to get it. I see another sign up there that probably says Pine Knot Trail, but just to be sure. Yeah, Pine Knot Trailhead is just up ahead, so it's over there. So that's cool. Here we have more of the little campground. Someone dragged a table over to the other one to make two. Just like one big one. And yeah. So here's kind of like the beginning of the trail. And it's very wide open. There's not like, it's weird not having either dirt mounds or rocks on both sides of you. This one is just like, I'm here, come explore me. And then you have this very vague outline of a dirt trail here. So it's important to just be mindful where the actual trail is. Oh, and there's a little creek down there. Look at that, guys. Based. All right, let's keep going. We have some shade up here. We have, let's see, chopped trees. There's a chopped cheese sandwich, and then there's the chopped trees sandwich. Lots of different stuff. Oh, and a big old house just sitting there. All right. That is very, or not really a, no, yeah, that's a house. Has like the porch and everything. That is very weird. There is a massive dead sequoia, which, by the way, there's lots of sequoias on this hike too. Really everywhere around Big Bear is just cluttered with sequoias. And by the way, guys, this particular trail we're on, the Pine Knot Trail, is extremely hard to navigate and to stay on the right path. So I advise you to use whatever you have in terms of GPS on your mobile device to help you through this, because this is not very fun. There's no markings. The only maps that we got and signs were at the very start, and then it just kind of leaves you to your own devices once you're actually out on the trail. So we're just going to be doing that for the remainder of the hike. This is substantially longer than the first hike we did, including the extra little bit we tackled going up to Bluff Lake. So if the rest of it's not marked like this is going to get real old real fast. It kind of reminds me of a Destiny puzzle. Anyway, I will see you later. All right, guys, so we were walking for just a little bit, and now we do have a little sign, and Pine Knot is this way. So let's go. Okay, so we are currently following the Pine Knot Trail, or at least where it tells us Pine Knot Trail is. And yeah, so we're getting more of the same stuff, although what I was talking about before, where the dirt is on both sides and stuff, so that's starting to become prominent again. So now the trail's feeling more enclosed and more, therefore making the trail more prominent itself. We have more what looks like dead rotting sequoias. And then we have, yeah, we're just gonna keep going along this way. Here we have a little hairpin turn, and there's like, they made little guardrails out of logs. I'm not sure why they did that, but I don't know, it looks kind of cool. And I'm all for looking cool. So let's keep going. Look at the size of these things. Dear God. Okay, and right now, we're trekking through a very narrow, very dark part of the trail, aligned with shadows. So, that's cool. Some pebbles. Some forest clearing. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going and going and going. It seems like we're coming up on some Rockies over here. We're starting to find the rocks again, and they are big. Look at that. I can make some wall art with this. It's a very nice granite canvas or some sort of thingy. I'm not a geologist. Oh yeah, some cavemen, cave people actually did. Look at that. It's beautiful. And then we have all those up there. That's cool. Oh geez. Jesus. Cheez-Its. There's some steep little climbs here. And look at this rock here. The entire boulder looks like it's about to take a major tumble. It's hardly being held up by anything. But surprisingly, the foundations of these rocks are like deceptively stable. So it looks like it's hanging on by a thread, but in reality, there's a little lizard right there. And also, it's pretty, yeah, like the entire other half of it is being held up quite nicely. So I don't think it's gonna tumble anytime soon, at least not when we're here, hopefully. There's a big old tree growing into this rock formation here, guys. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Got some more cool ass rocks over here. There's the stump growing into the rocks from before that we get a different perspective of. And it almost looks like, ooh, well, you know, we're starting to get kind of obscured view, but kind of a view of the lake over there. Let's walk over here. Would you look at that? We're in a very dark part of the woods, guys. Wow. Look at this. There's bugs just pestering us. They're just flying all over, getting in your ears, nose, eyes, mouth, everything you can think of. And we're just I thought that was a dead rat. And we're just gonna, there are some loud flies too. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the microphone on this thing picked that up. But yeah, lots of bugs, lots of trees, lots of shadows, lots of rocks, lots of stumps, look at this interesting thing. Just need to walk down to it. Little mustard flower maybe. That's cool. Lots of neat little plants. Most of them are pretty much what you'd expect, and some of them kind of catch you by surprise. Some of them are dead, some of them are alive. You know the drill. But yeah, just a lot of twists and turns. Guys, we've seemed to have encountered a creek bed crossing, and it's very muddy. Look at that. There's running water. That's just madness. Very, very healthy stream, nature. I'm proud of you. You've been taking care of yourself. All right, guys, we stumbled upon a grand viewpoint and a trail. And obviously the trail is pointing like either that way to back to where you came or that way. And then we have the directions here. And there's only one way to go as you look at that. For right now, anyway. I feel like Skyline and Pine Knot is definitely gonna separate later. But for now, we just gotta follow this trail. Look at the size of those roots, man. Yeah, damn. Yeah, you'd probably need some big roots to sustain look at the butterfly. Look at it. Where is it? There it is. Very cool. Love those things. Love that thing. Love these rocks. They're quite big. Check this out. Very interesting pattern. Let's keep going. And now we're going up the, whatchamacallit. We're going up a slope, and pretty soon, let's see. Well, like we established before, this is a pretty lengthy hike compared to what went down yesterday. So, yeah, I think we just gotta keep moving along here. We had to confirm a few times if I was on the right trail, and yep. So let's skedaddle. This is a particularly nice part of it. Some parts are just a bit easier and just peaceful. Almost looked like there was a road down there of some kind. So we're just gonna keep on trekking through this stuff. So over here we have a view of the lake, some cool rocks, and to top it all off, we have a little bench over here. Unfortunately, it's in the sun, like all of it, so that's gonna deduct some points. I prefer a shaded hangout spot. But yeah, we have a lot of, wow, the lake starts, look at this. It's all the way over there, and you pan over, it's over there too. That's crazy. This is a pretty dang big lake. And yeah, I'm not gonna stop here, but let's just keep on going. This way. Came up from that way, here's the bench, and here's the road forward. Just back that way, there was a little outlook thingy, and it almost looked like we saw the house that I had passed when we first started the trail. But now we're a little bit further. Cool little trees that fell over some rocks. All sorts of toppled over trees, really. And a very shaded trail to make the hike a whole heck of a lot easier than just being bombarded with UV rays the whole time. I must say though, it's, kind of regardless, this has been a really nice hike. I'd still say the previous one kind of takes my favorite for my favorite hike for this trip. but you never know. We still got a little left, because remember, as I pointed out before we started the hike, at the very beginning of it, there's a map that shows you, like before you even go to the trailhead, there's a map that shows you what to expect at the end of it, which is supposed to be some kind of lookout that's supposed to be very, very cool. And that's what I'm looking forward to anyway. As you can see here, we have a gorgeous view of the lake. I'm just gonna keep my camera on it for a few seconds so you guys can pause here. But look at that. It's getting better and better, and I'm only assuming once we're at the highest point in the hike, it's gonna be the best. So I probably shouldn't spend too much time here, but this has been really cool. You can see an arbor. Look at all that. That is crazy. We just passed some more cool little rocks, and now, oh yeah, and then there's like the peninsula, a giant one at that, and then you have like a canal over there. Really cool stuff. There looks like there's a rock over there. We probably shouldn't, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to find a better vantage point, because like I said, there's probably going to be one once you're at the end of this hike, and that is where we're headed to right now. Over here we got some huge rocks. We got a huge freaking pine tree in the middle of the, literally just smack dab in the middle of the trail here. Yeah, I don't think I can move that out of the way. And yeah, just a neat little, you can kind of hear, listen. I'm not sure how well the mic's picking that up, but there's flowing water. All right, I decided to start climbing this thing, and we're already almost to the top there with those two trees. So let's keep going. It's a very steep one, and there, to make it even worse, to make the climb even more sketchy, as you can see, there's nothing but gravel where there's not rock. And there's not too many rocks. I can go over here, I think. These shoes should handle this. Yeah, if you guys are gonna start climbing rocks like these, you gotta have the shoes for it. And look, there's little birds. Like a little, not sure what that thing is. And then, yeah. So we're getting there. It's just not very, okay, now we got a lot of solid rock, which is a lot better for climbing on. As you can see, I can do it with one arm. But the gravel, I hate gravel. Gravel's like your worst enemy because it has unpredictable slipperiness. You never know where your foot might go. And also, if you try to grab onto it, it'll just go under your, almost looks like there's a trail there. But I'm not sure how accurate that is. We're just walking on the side as we climb up, and our goal is to get there or to those trees, either one. I think we can do both, honestly. This is a bit sketchier to do with, actually, you know what? No, I need to put the camera away. I'll be back. Okay, so we are down over this ledge, this exact one, and now we're up here. Okay, there's a few higher points up here, and there's also that one. I'm not sure which one to take. I'd say actually this one. It just looks easier and it's more convenient, because look at this view. We're starting to get a better view now, if you look here. So that's cool. So now we're up here. We're even higher. We're on the pretty much the highest point on this, yeah, on this little rock face. And as you can see, like I said, the view is heavenly. Would you look at that? It's perfect. And now it's time to start our ascent back down to the trail, which is the other half of the challenge. So let's begin. Okay, so I just got down from the rock faces, and now we shall see what there is to see up ahead. There seems to be quite a bit more hairpin turns though, unfortunately. Those just make it so that you gotta walk farther. But in turn, it's kind of beneficial because you're not just walking straight up, which would obviously put a lot more strain and make this a much more challenging hike. We got a little stump up here that you can stand on if you're the king of the frickin' world. It's a little bit loose and it's starting to break in a few places, but you know what? It's cool. Look at all the holes in it. Man, bugs just had at this. And then there's a little cliffs and the rocks we climbed, or I climbed, just over there. And let's keep going. We have a little bit of rocky trail here, which I did not expect. We saw this in Sedona, the kind of like the rock or like the sandstone-ish trail. That's just rock. Look at this cool little thing over here. It kind of looks like the Assassin's Creed emblem a little bit. That's the first thing that I thought of. Look at that. That is cool. And all right, we are gonna go around this corner and we're gonna be back on track. The nature track. This almost looks kind of like a shoe print. You got all kinds of interesting little marks in the wood. They're completely random and each one is different, but you get some really interesting patterns that way. Big slope. If you look at that. Really nice. Big sequoia corpse that fell apart after it fell down the mountain face first. And we're just gonna keep on moving. We've made leaps and bounds so far, and it's not quite certain if we're getting close. But one thing's for sure, we're just gonna keep on trucking until we make it there. We all gonna make it, brah. I think I already said this before, but in maybe the previous hike, that was just yesterday for me, right now. But there is no new wildlife I'm seeing here. I'm seeing fence lizards, which I get at home. I'm seeing little birdies. I saw only one hawk on my way in, but you guys didn't see that because I didn't get that on camera. But yeah, not too much. No bears, no raccoons, no anything. We're just seeing some typical everyday stuff. I was just going around that little area right there and look at the size of this thing. That is one huge sequoia. And it's all hollowed out too. Look at that. You can see a little bit of the creek running through here. And it's going down there. We've met back up with it again. Here we have a very nice part of the stream here. Look at that. Here we have a little meadow looking area similar to what we saw back at the Bluff Lake. And it even has a little stream running through it as well. Here we got a little sign. And we also can see that the meadow is quite a bit bigger than we thought. Look at that. All throughout here. Very nice. All right, guys, so we made it to this sign that says 2N08. Back there was the sign I showed you, and we are gonna go this way, to the right of it. We got even more meadow down there, and we got a little resting place right up here. Just a little bench, and then you sit on it and you have a good view of the meadow. Isn't that neat? We've appeared to have found a campground. Trail, lots of benches. Got a sign over there. Look at all this. There's chains locking up the... Oh, we got a fire pit, chained up benches, some... looks like some safes. That's interesting. A grill that has 2 decks. It's a double-decker grill. A restroom. And there's the sign. All right, back that way is the camp. And some rocks as a landmark. And then we're just gonna keep moving this way from back that way. We got a little bit of evidence of a small forest fire over here. Not very much of one though. Doesn't look like it spread to any other bunch of trees. So that's good. Leaving that little burn site, now we're kind of in this pine tree clearing a little bit. Lots of open air, not too much woods covering the sky, but also you can hear all kinds of birds and stuff. Lots of dead wood. And yeah, cool stuff. We just came from that way and we appear to have a sign that's knocked over. Pine knot. Skyline. And someone trying to teach us about their bicycle gang. Damn, son. Grandview Point. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, we are on the last stretch to go up to Grandview Point. It's only a quarter mile, but it's still gonna be quite tricky. All right, guys, we made it to the top of Grandview Point. There's the trees over there. That's where we came from. You look around, it gets better and better. And then here's your grand view. There you go. Is this what you wanted? Check this out. All of those mountains over there. That is crazy. We have a little guide thing over there. And also that snowy peak over there that's extra light on the top is the highest point in Southern California. The highest. 11,400 feet. We've been higher on this channel. But that one for Southern California anyway, that one's the biggie. That was that was Mammoth for the other one. But that's still really cool. Just the way the color of the top of it is just lighter. It doesn't look that much taller than the mountains here, but it's all about perspective. Like the closer mountain range that you see right up there, you see a bunch of flat space on the top of that mountain. It's probably where you'd make your Minecraft base. And then everything else around it, you can see the canyons running through those trees, all those little canals in there. And yeah, and then there's the mountain we're on, which probably would also look pretty cool if you were over there, but you'd be looking down on it. And yeah, that's about the end of the video. I don't really see any other place that could be a better spot than this for the end. Yeah, that's about it. We made it to the very top over there, up here. And I will see you guys next time. But until next time, stay awesome, drifters. Looks like a little house down there. I'll see you later. Bye-bye now.